Yep. Day game 3.
Select either the adult or
I'm at the half of point today because of what happened in game 1. Let's flip well in game 1.
To answer the adult questions. There are 15 of them between you and $1 million. Let's get you up to the first milestone as quickly as possible. Here's the first question for $100.
In TV's Looney Tunes, the amorous French skunk who stinks is Pepe Le Pew, Pest, Pel, Pen. Pepe Le Pew.
That's right, well done. Take a look at question 2. It's for $200.
When you see for an emergence, it's called a what egg? Nest, perch, hatchery, aviary. That's a nest egg.
Well done, that's right. The next question is worth $300. Here it comes.
Okay, third question. What alcoholic drink also means warm and friendly? Coffee, cognac, cola, cordial. That's cordial. Excuse me for a second again.
Correct answer.
I do apologize, my capture card's just been acting up this whole day, so...
Okay, the next question is for $500. Take a look.
Okay. To be careful about what one says or does, it minds one's P's and B's, F's, Q's, W's. That's P's and Q's.
Well done, you're right. You are one question away from your first milestone. Get this right and you'll be guaranteed $1,000.
Put down. Charles Darwin is famous for developing his theory of what? Revolution, evolution, devolution, ovulation. That's evolution.
Well done, you're right. Great, you are guaranteed a check for $1,000, but I don't want you to give up just yet.
2,000.
Let's shake things up a bit now by introducing a few pictures into the questions. A brand new experience for this special Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? You might as well play the next question. It's worth $2,000. Which sporting legend is mentioned in the Simon and Garfunkel song Mrs. Robinson? Babe Ruth, Joe Louis, Joe DiMaggio, Muhammad Ali.
Joe DiMaggio. It's Bill Morrow, I think, is in that song as well, so.
You're up to question 7. It's worth $4,000.
Okay, 4,000.
You don't have to play, but here comes the question. Oscar Wilde's only novel is The Picture of Dorian Who? Black, brown, grey, green.
Picture Dorian Gray.
Congratulations, that correct answer takes you up to $4,000.
8,000.
The next question is worth $8,000, but you'll drop $3,000 if you get it wrong. Here it
8,000.
comes. Which play was not written by Anton Chekhov? A Doll's House, The Cherry Orchard, The Seagull.
It's a Doll's House now, right? Doll's House.
It's the right answer, and it's just taken you up to $8,000. We're starting to play for some serious money now. This question is worth $16,000, but if you get it wrong, you'll lose $7,000. Here it comes. Which of these countries was not an original member of the European Economic Community? France, Greece, Belgium, Italy.
Happy Greece, and again, my capture card is acting up again.
You're doing very well. It's another correct answer. Okay, this is where you can guarantee yourself $32,000. If you get it wrong, you'll drop back to just $1,000. Take as long as you need. Here comes the question.
Okay, 32.
This embassy was established in 1972 in front of which Canberra building? Parliament House, Mint, High Court, War Memorial.
Happy Parliament House.
No problems with that answer. It's correct. Fantastic. I can now write you out a cheque for $32,000 guaranteed. It's picture questions all the way now. You might as well have a go at question number 11. For $64,000, you've got nothing to lose.
Yeah, 64.
Here it comes. This scene best relates to a ballet by which great composer? Bizet, Gounod, Stravinsky, Tchaikovsky.
Be swallowed by Pierre Tchaikovsky. Yeah, I do apologize.
Well done,
Look,
you're
my
right.
capture acts up sometimes. So.
This question is worth $125,000. There's no time limit. Here it comes.
Okay, 125.
This is a statue of which famous person? Sir Isaac Newton, George Washington, James Cook, Benjamin Franklin.
Happy George Washington.
You didn't have to play that question, but it's just won you $125,000.
Okay.
Right, you've done brilliantly so far. The next question is number 13 out of 15. It is worth $250,000. We're talking about some huge sums of money here, $250,000. So make sure you take your time and think carefully before you answer.
250.
The treaty at the end of which war was signed in this building? Korean War, World War II, World War I,
Happy
Vietnam.
World War I, Palace of Versailles.
That is the right answer. You are playing superbly.
Okay, 5,000.
Okay, you are now just 2 questions away from becoming a virtual millionaire. If you get this question wrong, you will drop all the way back to $32,000. You're playing for serious amounts of money now, so be very, very careful. Here comes question number
5,000.
14. On January 1, 2002, this currency officially replaced those of how many European Union countries? 10, 12, 14,
Be 12 countries
16.
that replaced 12.
You've just won $500,000.
Okay, that's just because Green Zone and Europe Express 1 in 50,000. Like how most of the Australia just PS1 game. I'll say for this one,
Well, congratulations. You have played a magnificent game so far. 14
the Sun
questions
Surface,
correct,
which would be
so just
6,000. I'll go with the
one
Sun
more to
Surface,
win
6,000.
$1 million. I've got to remind you that if you get it wrong, you would drop a
Sun
massive
Surface by protection, so it'd be
$468,000. Hardly be
6,000.
thinking about that. So here we go, the very best of
Okay.
luck. This Australian film director calls himself Baz, but he was born with what first name? Matthew, Mark, Luke, John.
Beat Mark Baz Luhrmann. Yeah.
You had $500,000 and you risked it to go for $1 million. I can tell you, it's the right answer! Congratulations, you are a virtual millionaire. You played a magnificent game and answered all 15 questions correctly. Well done.
Talking number 2 or 12, but my third for the session, so.
Very well done, and thanks for playing the family picture edition of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
So, that halfway, that was the third of 6 games got it for today. Yep, 6 games, so. That being said, thanks for watching. Remember, that was the third of 6 games I gotta do for today. Okay.